The Boys released 3 episodes, and we're trying to keep things short. We don't want to give you a 60-minute video on all 3 episodes. Plus, you've probably seen all the other reviews before anyway. But we want to give you a review, give you some thoughts on what we thought about the episodes. So let's take it by character. And I'm going to start off with none other than Billy Butcher. I have really just one question to ask you. And it's a theory that's been kind of popping along on social media. The Temp V that they took, that him and Huey took, uh, are they experiencing some sort of adverse effects in that they're seeing people that aren't actually there? Like
I hate this
Huey's
shit.
mom.
No, no, because you know why that's not the case, because there's somebody else having these fucking visions, and it's annoying. It's very repetitive, and I feel like The Room has gotten very lazy this season. They're repeating the same trope with multiple characters. I don't think it's a Temp V, because Frenchie didn't take any Temp V. Frenchie didn't take any fucking
Who
Temp
was
V.
Frenchie seeing?
The whole
The
scene in
boyfriend?
episode 3, Colin, he's seeing old girl that he used to work for. He's seeing all the dead
Oh, he
people
is
when he was
seeing the
tripping.
girl. Yeah,
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 when he
yeah,
was
yeah.
tripping off them
No,
pills.
I was gonna say he was actually on drugs.
It's the same flashback scene, man. They're doing the same thing. It's the
Sure.
same thing that's happening with Butchers, same thing that's happening with Huey, same thing that's happening with Kimiko, right? When she
Mm-hmm.
having the flashback to the Rising Sun stuff. Like,
Mm.
they are overusing the flashback trope right now, and
Yeah,
we're only 3 episodes in,
that's a
and
fact.
almost everybody's gotten it.
Mm-hmm.
It's not outside of, Marvin and Starlight, which I'm sure their time is coming.
That's fair. Do you think that? Well, they haven't exposed everybody to the virus from Gen V. I was gonna say, do you think it maybe has something to do with that? But
No, because
mm,
what's the name?
Victoria.
Victoria, yeah. She hasn't used it yet because it's not strong enough to kill Homelander. She still needs somebody to work that thing up so that she can use it in the case that she needs to. So I don't think it's the virus. I don't think it's anything to do with Tent V. I think it's laziness. Honestly, I think it's laziness.
Okay.
And it's manifesting in other parts of the show as well.
MM. First of all, I want to say about MM. I don't think I realized how many hip hop T-shirts he was going through before.
Fam,
It's a lot of hip hop T-shirts.
MM is gotten so embarrassing as a character over the last few seasons. And
Yeah.
it is just it is really hard to watch at this point. So last season we had to watch this man, lose his wife, have his
Mm-hmm.
kid be
To a
stepfathered.
loser,
Yeah, had his kid be stepfathered by some,
a
a
Trump
carbon
supporter.
copy of a Trump supporter. Yeah, right. Um, this season, when we have an opportunity to get away with that, because they broke up, he's out of the house. No, 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 no. Let's compound this. Let me really drive this nail home. You're so much of a loser that your wife gets better sex from this loser incel than you were able to provide her.
That was
And let me
extremely
let me
crazy.
show that embarrassment. Yeah, let's rub your nose in that embarrassment. It's like who did Laz Alonso piss off? It's like Kripke has this thing for his black male characters where I get the feeling that he probably had a few of those gentlemen at his high school that didn't treat him the best, and this is his way of getting back at him. Whenever we have one of these characters, oh, I'm gonna drag you through the mud. A Train, absolute cuck. Noir is not even who he is anymore. I think they killed Noir because this is an actor that's there now, right?
Yeah.
That's not
Yep.
Noir. So
That
they
can't
they
stop
killed
talking.
the actual black guy and then put a fucking laughing box in there. Yeah.
He's
Who
probably
else
white
we got?
too. He sounds pretty white.
MM is getting cucked, lost his wife, and then she sends him to go find him even after she breaks up with him. Yes, please,
Mm-hmm.
ex-husband, come back here and find my ex-boyfriend because your daughter misses him. How many knots are you going to twist this man into?
Yeah.
Jesus H Christ, when is his triumphant return? When does he get a chance to go? he is the moral compass of the show, but simultaneously not good enough to be at home with his wife and children. Too bad to be at home with his family, the only one of which is exist in this group of boys, in this
Mm-hmm.
group of compatriots. He's the only one
Mm-hmm.
that has like a nuclear family, but he
Mm-hmm.
can't go home to them. But he's also simultaneously the moral compass for the entire team. What are you doing? How is he so good to the boys that he can't go home and be with his family?
Yeah.
Y'all don't do that to
Yeah.
the CIA agent, right? It was tragic that she lost her grandchildren,
Mm-hmm.
right? Old girl Victoria is able to have her child in pop heads. Hell, Homelander is a better father than MM. What are we doing? At least he got his kid with him. At least he lives
He
with him.
does have his kid, but his kid
Literally
kind
raising
of
him day
keeps
by day.
he keeps
Not
wanting to go
correctly.
back to
Not
Billy
correct.
Butcher. He wants
Yeah,
to play foosball with Billy Butcher.
he definitely does. But again, at least he has his child. At least he's concerned. He's there. You know,
Yeah.
MM has been written to be this guy that's like has ultra concern for the team, but just accepts the fact that his wife kicked him out and is dating this damn fresh and fit member.
Yeah.
It's just so bad, man.
And his
And it's
daughter's
not getting
beating up
any
people.
it's not getting any better down the line. Like we'll go through the other black characters, and it's just not very confidence inspiring. There was hope for A Train when he got his new heart, except he hasn't done anything since. Hasn't
Well,
done anything.
he's also got a white man's heart. So the white
He
man
was
played
he
savior
was
for his
about to
heart.
let Deep give him a blowy because Homelander said it.
Yeah.
How far do we need to press the embarrassment button for these guys?
A little more because Will Ferrell is also playing his savior in the movie that they're
Like Jesus H
creating.
Christ. Like in trying to make fun of Hollywood and the alt-right so much, you're showing your ass. You're showing your ass because the whole thing about A Train never having a save that was real wasn't a thing until this season.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Was not a thing until this season. When him and his brother was together, there wasn't this whole idea that he was a fraud before he got injured. He wasn't a fraud. He was a positive representation and all that stuff. Now maybe he wasn't doing the best, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of blind spots in that. But this thing of like he's never saved anybody. That's not a thing until this season. They
Yeah.
decided to make that a thing this season.
Like he's in the 7 despite having a save, but yet Homelander's son needed a save to get into the 7.
Yeah.
So how does that shit work?
Well, his was fake too.
Well, yeah, and then he threw the nigga up against the
Then
wall
he
and killed
killed the
him.
guy. Yeah. Then he killed the guy. I don't know,
That
man.
shit was crazy.
I'm not in love with the way MM's going. I'm not in love with A Train's arc.
What about Sister Sage?
We could talk about Sister Sage, right? Sister Sage is supposed to be the smartest woman on earth, and the only thing that she can do is drum up shit online. She's the smartest Azalea Banks on the planet.
You know what? No, she could do it in real life because she threw whatever at the protest or outside of the trial
No, fam.
to start the
Again,
fight.
her machinations, her great plan is to lead social media campaigns.
Oh yeah,
To
no,
lead
for sure.
misinformation campaigns, to curtail bots and find popular figures to curry favor. This is not some mastermind plan. It's almost embarrassing that they're calling her the smartest person in the world, and this is what she's gotten. Like we're not paying off secret agents. We're not paying people in the White House. We're not reaching out to foreign governments to curry favor. We're not leading
No,
a
she's too
coup
smart
against
for
the
that.
U.S. government. No, we're rallying up incels to fight Antifa. Like we're going back to 2016. We are
That's
having the
literally
same social commentary we were having in 2016.
yeah.
Every
No, that's
every last bit of it. Trump versus Hillary Clinton is basically Starlight versus Homelander. The whole anti-trans, anti-gay, anti anything that's not white Protestant male, whatever, right?
mhm.
What else we got? We also got the whole the Me Too movement, and some of the women who chose to go anti Me Too in the wake of that with Firecracker or whatever the hell her name is,
I was just
Cracker
about to
Jack.
say, literally, Firecracker is doing the exact same
She's
thing.
doing the Tommy Lauren thing,
She's
right?
doing the work behind
Because
what Future Sage is
obviously
doing.
Anna Kasparian or Joy Reid or somebody said that she got booty pumped for her spot in the pageant when they was competing, and so now, we don't mess with any women. It's just like she didn't
Yeah,
pull
did we
the
really need a Firecracker versus Starlight
no,
arc?
no,
That
we
was
didn't,
kinda
because you know
extra.
what we're left with. Starlight is absolute trash. There's no working around that. You can't tell me that she put out a vicious rumor about this girl getting raped, basically, to win a competition, and tell me what did she say? I was immature. Boo
Yeah,
hoo!
that's all she said. That was her
I was
only explanation.
immature?
Yeah.
Fam, what are we talking about? So if a guy, if Deep, when Deep, excuse me, not if, when Deep lies about Starlight S and his D to get into the 7, Deep has to go on a hiatus out of the 7, starts having sex with an octopus. He's
Mhm.
working at SeaWorld. Shit is really bad,
Mhm.
right?
Drinking Frescas.
Shit is really bad. Fresca's delicious. But shit is really bad for Deep. But when Starlight does it, it's I was immature. I'm so sorry. You should forgive me. Where was the forgiveness for Deep?
It took him a long time to get it. If
What are we
he even
writing here?
completely has
What are
it.
you talking about? She's a terrible person. Why did you even put that in there? Why are we doing this thing with Huey and his mom? I knew Huey and his mom wasn't a fake thing too, because we went to go see the lawyer about her. I guess, but that doesn't confirm that she's actually there. He would have just went in there and told Starlight and told the lawyer, like, this is what my mom's doing. I guess that doesn't actually mean that she's there, though. That's a good point. That's a good point.
Do you care at all about Frenchie's relationship and
Let's
how
yeah,
he's
let's
got
get
something
in
to
on
tell?
Frenchie and Kimiko. So raise your hand if for the last 3 seasons you thought that Kimiko and Frenchie had a budding relationship. Like
They
like
definitely had a budding relationship
what
for
what
sure.
what is this thing of in the second episode? She's like, to be clear, we're not gonna happen. Why?
I
Why?
don't know.
Why? Explain it. At least
To not
explain it.
pay it off. To not
Like
pay that off.
to put an end to the normal characters who are going to be upset with this anyway. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm upset with it because it doesn't make sense. This feels like Ray and Finn all over again. You know what I'm saying? Finn has a girl that likes him, that he had a connection with, but he leaves her to go back with Ray, right? He repeatedly risks his life for Ray. Gets in the middle of a
Mhm.
lightsaber battle when he's not showing force sensitivity, he has no saber training, he has no clue what he's doing, but gets in the middle of Kylo Ren, the biggest bad at that time, to save Ray. That all sounds like love to me. The man is falling in a sand pit, and in his last few words, he's either trying to say I love you or trying to tell her that he's force sensitive. Again, that sounds like somebody that you love to me. Only to come to
Mhm.
find out the person that she's been warring with, the person who killed her mentor and his father, the ultimate big bad on the other side, that's your long lost lover? Right? Like, so again, it's hitting me out of nowhere when I've been watching them risk their lives for each other. Frenchie almost got clipped multiple times trying to save Kimiko before he found out that she could heal from anything. Kimiko will
Mhm.
literally rearrange her bone structure for Frenchie at any given moment. They run together constantly. She still expects him to drop everything at a moment's notice and come with her whenever she asked, right? She still
Mhm.
bickers and goes at him like an old married couple. Everything about their relationship screams couple, except for the fact, for some reason, we decided in season 4, Frenchie has to go plug the guy whose family he killed and murdered.
Mhm.
What is this? What are these useless plot threads? Like they don't lead anywhere. They're not useful to the overall plot. Like it's just like wasted time. So the whole time that we're leading an operation versus Homelander and the smartest person in the world, Frenchie and Kimiko are running off on solo missions.
Yeah. You know what's the worst thing about that is the fact that this is supposed to end with season 5. So now you're taking us on all these random strands of story
For no reason.
just to have to
For
pay it off
absolutely no
in season
reason.
5. You're making
You can't
it a
even
lot
stay
harder
with
for
this
you.
guy. He can't stay with him because he literally murdered his family. The minute he tells him that, it's gonna be the ultimate betrayal. Like, oh
Yeah.
yeah, you so in love, y'all want to be with each other, you just don't understand why he won't open up and let you in. Then you find out that he murdered your father, your mother, and your sister. Now what? Now what? Now what? Is there any way, shape or form that would ever happen? That
No.
that's ever going to happen? You talking about we're not going to happen? Talking about Kimiko and Frenchie? No, you and Colin are never going to happen. And so why? What are we doing? Why? We have enough to focus on. We got Homelander and Ryan. We got Victoria and Kirkman. Like we have enough.
We
We
got a
have
human
enough.
centipede.
No, and like I don't even particularly like Huey and his mom and the back and forth there. Like that excuse pissed me off more than anything. Oh, I was depressed, tried to kill myself. So the best way to handle all that was to abandon my family. Go home, Roger. I would have rather you not say anything. You could have kept that. You could have kept all of that. Yeah,
Yeah.
I was just really down in the dumps, and I tried to call you, but your dad didn't let me speak to you. He was probably still upset with the whole abandonment thing. So it was kind of his fault if you think about it. And I know you've always seen me as the bad guy, but I'm kind of sorry about it.
I just
I
had a
never
bad
really
day.
asked you if I'm sorry.
I had a bad day. That's all.
I'm sorry. Yeah, everybody has those.
It was a Monday. Okay. So Victoria Newman, they tried to kill her and failed miserably.
I don't think they were trying
And
to kill her. I think they were trying to record their conversation. He was planting a bug.
Billy Butcher literally tried to shoot her in the head.
Oh, you talking about in the first episode? Yeah. For sure.
But yes, they did try to plant a bug, and that also didn't
She
work.
low key invincible. She can stop the bullet with her blood. So that means my boy, my girl Marie.
When is any? Do you think anybody from Gen V is going to show up in this season?
Probably towards the end of the season, and it'll probably only be Marie because she's the most relevant to what's going on.
Sure. Okay, Sister Sage, Firecrackers, Human Centipede Assistant. We covered all the 7. Billy Butcher, we covered all the boys, didn't we? Am I forgetting somebody?
No, we got everybody. I mean, we didn't
Even though
we said enough about Huey though.
We didn't say enough about how Mother MM's wife's new boyfriend got absolutely destroyed.
They all got wrecked. They all got wrecked.
They did, but that was probably one of the better things. I hated that.
Who did Kirkman decide to frame for the crimes?
Starlight.
Let me not put this all on Kirkman. He didn't write every word in the show, but again, it feels away.
Sure,
that's all.
Sure.
Can't remember it being too much different in Supernatural or Kripke, not Kirkman. Kirkman is the goddamn president. Kripke, Robert Kripke.
So Starlight and Homelander is basically Hillary and Trump. Is that what I'm getting?
Is the vibe I'm getting.
Ew.
It's the heavy Democratic girl boss vibe. I have to stand up to save democracy and save order. And then there's the ultra chauvinistic, the ultra misogynistic criminal in Homelander. It's on the nose. The only thing that pisses me off about how poorly written the social commentary is this season is how none of the Trumpers seem to realize that Homelander's been Trump this entire time. I really don't understand that. I don't. Who the hell did you all think he was? Like, they've been watching the show this whole time just to get to season 4 and be like, oh, obviously they're making Homelander Trump. I'm like, buddy, I'm gonna need you to go back and rewatch the last 3 seasons because Who did you think this guy was? I could shoot a man in the middle of Times Square and no one would convict me. You mean kind of how like Homelander blew a man's head off with his laser blast
But
and,
literally,
literally got acquitted
nobody did
murder
it. Yeah,
charges?
nobody did anything about it.
Hmm.
They cheered him on.
Yeah, but now the Trump comparisons are too far. Now
Yeah,
they're too
no.
far. His child is a product of rape, more than likely.
Yeah. Also, the child grew up really quickly. I thought that was kind of funny.
It's the same dude, so I feel like we're
It is,
progressing
but he kind of
naturally.
aged a little bit. Yeah, yeah.
Maybe he's hitting puberty. Don't judge him.
I think that's
Get
what
off
it
his
is.
back.
It's just funny. It was funny to see, like, I checked out a recap before watching, and it was just like, there's something different here.
Yeah, my
There's
boy hit a
something
little
different.
growth spurt. That's all right.
Nah, for sure.
Don't be awkward about it.
Yikes. Anyway, any other thoughts on episode 1 through 3?
We really need to pick it up. We really need to pick it up. We've already established what the social tenor is of this season. Let's leave some of that behind so we can get back to story. Obviously, Jeffrey Dean Morgan is going to have a little bit of a conflict here with Billy Butcher going forward, with him wanting to weaponize Ryan rather than just getting him safe and free from his dad, which never really felt like that would be the government's intention in the first place. And they already tried that, right? And he went and picked him up, and now he's his starlet to roll around with to appearances. So I never thought that Homeboy was really trying to help Butcher in the way that Butcher was trying to get help. A little bit of an oversight there.
Of
I
course.
really want to see more from Sister Sage and along the lines of that genius, like outsmarting Marvin when he's being thirsty and fighting Butcher, not really focused. That's only going to get you so many cool points. I'd really like to see them expand that. Like, if she is the smartest person on the planet, she should be actively. First of all, she should see that this thing with Homelander isn't sustainable, and that maybe this entire like social media play is just to appease Homelander while she puts him in a position to take him out. That's what I'm
That's
hoping.
definitely what that's leading to.
That's what I'm hoping. Because if not, this is like a very big waste of a character. Of course, people are mad for the sake that she's black and has a vagina, and she's on the show. You can expect those people to come out of the woodwork whenever that is the case. I think there's real potential for the character there. She just needs to be fleshed out a little bit better, because right now, like, fucking Deep, like, what the hell is going on? The smartest person in the world is watching Real Housewives and having sex with Deep. I need
Yes,
better.
it makes perfect sense.
I need more than that. I need more than that. So
Actually, it kind of makes sense because Deep is going to
no,
end
it
up
doesn't.
becoming her. Well, I don't know about the reality show bullshit.
Oh, you
but
think maybe she's using him? I can see that. I can see that. See her putting some confidence in Deep and then giving him a little bit of booty so that he'll be loyal to her.
Yeah. Even though
Instead of Homelander.
I was,
Ooh, okay.
I was going to say it could have been A-Train, but
It could have been A-Train, except she got to Deep first. Deep was the one that was getting on his knees, S in the D, and
True.
A-Train was the one receiving. I think A-Train got a little bit more autonomy. It was easier to break Deep for obvious reasons.
Yeah. Plus, for the Deep, it couldn't have been good fucking an octopus.
I think he loved it. I think he loved it.
He did, but now he's getting tired of the
This
octopus.
old girl dirty now. He need to let her go.
Yeah, leaving her in the closet like that. Come on, bro.
You need to take her to the ocean and let her go. Take her to her family in Nantucket. Take her to her family. You don't deserve her.
Facts. I'm really upset that you didn't even acknowledge the human centipede.
Yeah, I almost threw up watching it. So let's not talk about it.
Literally why I keep bringing it up.
Give us your thoughts on the first 3 episodes of The Boys here in season 4. Put it in the comment prompt below. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. We're going to try and work out some sort of live review schedule so we can all hop in here and talk maybe the day after it premieres. Give us we'll let you know later this week what's going on with that. But again, give us your thoughts on the episode. Give us your thoughts on the review. We'll see you again next time.
Absolutely. And for the time being, we do have a boys playlist as well as a Gen V playlist. So make sure you check that out. Make sure you check out all of our reviews for Gen V. And make sure you subscribe. We will be talking about The Boys throughout season 4 and season 5 coming soon.